Hi guys, welcome to the channel and in today's master class I'm going to show and demonstrate how to use masking in Capture One. Capture One has a very interesting masking as compared to Lightroom, and that is something was one of the reason I decided to make a switch. So without any further ado, let's get started. So here I have this photo. This is what we are going to work on. So in order to use maskings in Capture One, so I have not applied any of the local global adjustment here, exposure or high dynamic range or anything. I just left it like that. So in Capture One, your masking works in this part called layers. So as you see this plus arrow, there is a little arrow under that plus sign. If you click on that, then you get these four options: new empty layer, new fill layer, new clone layer, new heal layer. Let's delete that for now, like that. So if you select new empty adjustment layer, so what it does essentially, it gives you just a new layer without any masking, and M is the shortcut in Capture One to show you the mask. So once you have made the empty layer, then you have option of choosing either the paintbrush where you can draw the mask manually, something like this, or either you can use the gradient mask, something like this. So you can apply selectively however you wish, or you can use a circle and apply the mask as you wish. So for this demonstration purpose, we are going to focus only on the brush. So let's zoom into the image a little bit, and you can use the bracket keys up and down to reduce or increase the size of the mask. Let's delete this and begin on the new layer, new empty layer. So the one advantage with Capture One is that if you want to mask something very precise, such as this puppy, she is my pet, her name is Tara. So you can use a relatively small paint brush and you can just paint on the outside just to make the selection. You don't have to be precise, you don't have to be accurate, but you can just keep going like that. Just keep going like that, and then if I have missed something, I can just paint over it. Few for here I have missed. So this is the most beautiful part, that you can right click on this icon here, and then you have various options. So if you select fill mask, there you go, your mask is done, ready. Then I can again right click on this icon and I can use refine the mask. So what this essentially is going to do, it is going to refine the mask over the edges. So I can reduce the intensity if I want, until I see that I have the perfect selection of the feathers, the fur I want. So these techniques helps when you want to do complex masking, especially when your subject is like this, it's a pet fur, or when you are doing portrait, when you have hair like that. And again, if I hit M on my keyboard, then it will hide the mask. Now whatever adjustment I will apply, it will be applied only to this area only. So let's say if I want to increase the exposure a little bit, give a tiny bit of contrast, pull up the blacks, increase depth in this part, lift up the shadow, bring down the highlights, which will reduce the highlights over here. Then I can give little bit of warmth. This is little too much. If I let it at short. So as you can see here, if I uncheck this, it will show adjustment before, after, and see how natural, how realistic it is. Let's view in the full screen mode. See before, after. So this is one of the best way to make the mask. Now let's take this to next level. Let me copy mask. For some reason it is not copying, and we will make one more empty mask, and then I will quickly paint over it. I will quickly paint. I'm just going a bit rough at the moment, but you can take your time when you are doing this. Let's erase this area. It's gone little outside. And I will take a brush and paint this. Right click, fill mask, right click, refine mask, apply. Right. Now let's hide the mask for now. So now imagine this part of the puppy, it's little too bright as compared to this part. So if we want to balance it, how do? We go to Luma range, and in Luma range you have the darker pixels and you have the brighter pixels. So you have to decide what do you want to select, and you have to remove the opposite of it. So I want to select only the brighter pixels. So opposite of brighter is the darker pixel. So first I will check the display mask and I will start remove darker pixels until I see the area which is selected I want. Then I can increase the fall off to make it more smooth. I can reduce the sensitivity to make it even more smooth, the refined edges, and bring radius to somewhere in the 5th. So now as you can see, it has made mask very smooth. Maybe remove little bit of more dark pixels. So this looks fairly decent selection. Let's apply the mask. Now I can reduce the highlights in this area. I can decrease the exposure a tiny little bit. Can increase brightness a little bit, and I can give little bit of structure, so it will bring out the details in the fur and little bit of clarity. Now as you can see, difference before and after. So here as you see, there are no details because it's little blown out and all the fur details have lost. But with this mask and the little bit of adjustment we have applied, it has recovered all the details which were missing. So this is how mask works in Capture One. So this was very quick short tutorial. I will be back with the new tutorial on the other part of the mask. So I hope you like this short quick tutorial on brush masking in Capture One. Please do like, share, subscribe to my channel, and stay tuned for the next video. So this is Tulsi signing out until we meet again.